I don't know if I come up with a joke per se at moments like that, but moments like that are always happening. So I try to really pepper a lecture or a class where we're all talking about what we thought of the reading that we've just done, and students aren't commenting, students aren't responding to questions I ask them. The first thing I'll do is try to make the questions a little broader and say, no, really though, do you think this reading is just boring? And if they recognize it's okay to say that, they might giggle a little bit about it, or they might sort of feign. I'll say, I think some of this reading is boring. Reading Gunnar Myrdal's The American Dilemma, boring. If this were actually the Harlem Renaissance and we were actually in a seminar with Alan Locke and he was talking about like the problem of value and the theory of value and Greek and whatnot, I would say, oh my gosh, Alan Locke is so boring. Can I take a train from here in DC at Howard University, where I'm studying with him and like Gene Toomer and Georgia Douglas Johnson, and go to New York, where I hear there's this Harlem Renaissance happening? And if I get on that train, will it be segregated? Those are the kinds of things that would happen during the Harlem Renaissance, and I try to remind them. Even the intellectuals we're reading about would get bored with some aspects of their education, but they still kind of find a way through it, and they also are thinking of things that maybe eventually will lead them to say, oh, you know, I'm really glad that I came up with that good idea during that lecture I wasn't paying that much attention to. So I try to tell them, you know, you should do that too, right? If you're tuning out, think of, what could I do with the information I'm listening to here if I were listening to it instead of thinking of what I would rather do? So that's what I try to do. It's not necessarily a joke, but it's my effort to be funny.